Salve galera, bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, seja bem-vindo no canal Silvin, tudo beleza? Tá sendo Leonardo da Vinci, né, o jogo chamado, o código Leonardo da Vinci. Eu nunca joguei no PlayStation 2, nas antigas. Vamos jogar aí, descobrir os mistérios do Leonardo da Vinci. Quem jogou, dá uma força no canal aí, já inscrevendo no canal, ativando o sininho. Bora começar isso aí, beleza? Como tá o áudio? Beleza, o áudio tá perfeito. Vamos lá começar. Tava o som tubicando, já o menino falou, né? Bora começar então. Leonardo da Vinci. Novo jogo, né? Vamos saber os mistérios do Leonardo. Eu acho que eu lembro que tinha um filme desse. Eu não tô me enganado, mas eu código. Fácil vai pegar código, né? Abaixa um pouco.
Brainless Neanderthal. Could you not point that thing at me? I knew a degree in symbology would come in handy someday.
Beleza. Beleza. Contorno. Mesura. Vamos lá. Já deu aviso. Qualquer coisa eu posso mexer de novo. Vamos lá. Eu nunca joguei, mas vamos ver como é o jogo. Já deu aviso. Qualquer coisa eu posso mexer. Engraçado, ele contando a história do Leonardo da Vinci, um mistério. museu.
You saw the photograph, so this should be of no surprise. Feel free to examine the body, Mr. Langdon.
Aperta X. Examinar. Ah, beleza.
It's a pentacle, one of the oldest symbols on Earth, used over 4,000 years before Christ.
Devil worship.
No, the pentacle is a pre-Christian symbol that relates to nature worship. The ancients envisioned their world in two halves, masculine and feminine. This pentacle is representative of the female half of all things, a concept religious historians call the sacred feminine, or divine goddess. Saunier of all people would know this.
Saunier drew a goddess symbol on his stomach? Interesting.
Uma coisa ali, ó. Posso dar zoom? Deixa eu ver, tem mais coisa.
The position of his feet reinforces the reference to the pentacle and the sacred feminine.
I beg your pardon?
Replication. Repeating a symbol is the simplest way to strengthen its meaning. Jacques Saunier positioned himself in the shape of a five-pointed star.
Interesting analysis.
Então, os pés, os pegando a mão de sangue e o...
He stripped himself naked, folded his clothes, and put them away from himself?
Pardon?
It's rather meticulous for a dying man. I think he was trying to show us that everything he did had a purpose. Even his nudity may have meaning.
What do you think about the use of his own blood as ink?
Obviously, he had nothing else to write with.
Actually, I believe he used blood such that the police would follow certain forensic procedures.
I'm sorry?
Look at his left hand.
Então, a roupa tá perfeita e a gente descobrimos a marca de sangue na mão. A roupa tem uma coisa aqui, ó. Aqui, ó. Mais um aqui, ó.
He's clutching a large felt-tip marker. It smells like alcohol.
Saunier was holding it when we found him. As I told you, we have touched nothing. Are you familiar with this kind of light? As you may know, police use blacklight illumination to search crime scenes for blood and other forensic evidence. So you can imagine our surprise.
Código 3.
What the hell does this mean?
That, monsieur, is precisely the question you are here to answer.
Part of it looks like a numeric cipher.
Yes, our cryptographers are already working on it. We believe these numbers may be the key to who killed him. But the text appears to be an accusation of some sort. Wouldn't you agree?
Eu consigo ver aqui,
The
ó.
accusation against his murder makes sense, I suppose.
Saunier was a Frenchman. He lived in Paris. And yet he chose to write this message
In English.
Précisément, Monsieur Langdon.
8.
I have seen a lot of death in my work, and let me tell you something. When a man is murdered by another man, I do not believe his final thoughts are to write an obscure spiritual statement that no one will understand. I believe he is thinking of one thing only: la vengeance. I believe Saunier wrote this note to tell us to kill him.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. You told me Saunier was attacked
Umas
by someone
palavras
he had
assim,
apparently
você
invited in. Considering the
descobrir, você
circumstances,
entendendo aqui.
I would assume that if Saunier wanted to tell you who killed him, he would have written down somebody's name.
Précisément, précisément.
Capitaine.
One moment, please.
JKL.
Capitaine, un agent du département de cryptographie est
ABC.
arrivé.
Unacceptable. I made it very clear.
Captain, please excuse the interruption, but
Ce n'est pas le moment.
I have deciphered the numeric code. But before I explain, I have an urgent message for Mr. Langdon.
For Mr. Langdon?
The U.S. Embassy asked that you phone in as soon as possible. While I explain the code to Captain Fash, you need to make this call.
Thank you. Where can I find a phone?
This line is secure. You may use it.
I should be out of the streets.
Bonjour, vous êtes bien chez Sophie Neveu. Je suis absent pour le moment, mais...
I'm sorry, Miss Navu. I think you may have given me the wrong...
No, that is the right number. It's the 3-digit code on the paper I gave you.
But...
The embassy has an automated message system. You have to dial an access code to pick up your messages.
She handed me a note. I should look at that.
Beleza,
Your professional assessment of Sonier's code is that it is some kind of numeric prank?
Eu tenho que... Tá bom, tenho que me ligar.
Wait, I need a phone number to
This
call.
code is simplistic to the point of absurdity. Jacques Sonier must have known we would see through it immediately.
Tá examinar? Tem como... Cara, eu não sou detetive. Eu te juro, eu tô jogando da Nokia, eu não sei não. Tem que combinar, tem? Deixa eu ver uma coisa, cara. Não. Aperta o cartão e examina. Ó o número aqui, ó.
Ah, this is the number I'm supposed to call.
55.
It is the Fibonacci sequence, a progression in which each term is equal to the sum of the two preceding terms.
Vamos lá, ligar o telefone.
Never heard of it.
Mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci created this succession of numbers in the 13th century. Obviously, there can be no coincidence that all of the numbers Sonia wrote on the floor belong to Fibonacci's famous sequence.
What is he saying? What does this mean?
Absolutely nothing. That is the point. It's a simplistic cryptographic joke. Like taking the words of a famous poem and shuffling them at random to see if anyone recognizes what all the words have in common.
Usar.
No, this makes no sense at all. Those numbers must have some relevance to what occurred.
It is the Fibonacci sequence, a progression in which each term is equal to the sum of the two preceding terms.
Never heard of it.
Mathematician Leonardo Fibonacci created this succession of numbers in the 13th century. Obviously, there can be no coincidence that all of the numbers Sonia wrote on the floor belong to Fibonacci's famous sequence.
Monsieur Langdon, do not react to this message. Just listen calmly. You are in danger right now. Follow my directions very closely. Tell Fash the phone message is regarding an injured friend back home. Then ask to use the restroom at the end of the Grand Gallery.
Captain, considering what you have at stake here tonight, I thought you might appreciate knowing that Jacques Sonier might be playing games with you. Apparently not. I will inform the Director of Cryptography you no longer need our services.
Is everything all right?
An accident. A friend. I'll need to fly home first thing in the morning.
Would you like to sit down?
Actually, I think I'd like to use the restroom.
The restrooms are at the end of the Grand Gallery. Shall I accompany you?
Not necessary. I think I'd like a few minutes alone.
I must return to Monsieur Sonier's office for a moment. Please come find me directly when you are finished in La Toilette. There is more we need to discuss.
Thank God you came. We don't have much time. I wanted to warn you, Monsieur Langdon, you are sous surveillance cachée, under a guarded observation.
But why?
Because Fash's primary suspect in this murder is you. Look in your jacket pocket. You will find proof they are tracking you. Just look.
What is this?
It's a GPS tracking dot. It continuously transmits its location to a global positioning system satellite that the DCPJ can monitor. We use them to monitor people's locations. It's accurate within 2 feet anywhere on the globe. They have you on an electronic leash in case you decide to run. In fact, they hope you do run, because it would make their case much stronger.
Why would I run? I'm innocent.
Do you recall the 3 lines of text that Sonia wrote on the floor? What you saw was not the entire message. This is a photo of the complete message.
Why would Senier write this? Was he trying to frame me?
No. He wrote it for me. The numbered code is meaningless. Sonia wrote it to make sure the investigation included cryptographers, ensuring that I would know as soon as possible what had happened to him.
Why you specifically? How do you know it wasn't for some other cryptographer?
PS is the nickname he called me when I lived with him. It stood for Princess Sophie. We had a falling out 10 years ago.
Eu tô achando sou detetive, mano.
Yeah. He was my grandfather.
Where's Langdon?
Still in the men's room, sir. We are seeing small movements, so the GPS dot is obviously still on him. Perhaps he feels ill. If he had found the dot, he would have removed it and tried to run.
Fine.
What should I do?
Fash will be taking you into custody any minute. I can get you out of here, but we need to act now.
You want me to run?
Fala, Tony.
It's the
Liga
smartest
ainda,
thing you
amigo.
could do.
Não,
If you
eu-
stay, you will spend weeks in a French jail. But if you get to your embassy, then your government can protect you while I prove you had nothing to do with
Você
this
tá
murder.
ao
Forget it.
vivo, né, Tony?
You need to tell Fosh that the
I'm
message on the
not-
floor was for you, and that my name is not there as an
Não sei.
accusation.
Fash is convinced you are guilty. The only way to get you out is with a distraction.
The GPS tracking dot?
We need them to think you are running. If we can throw it out the window onto one of the cars going by, I bet a lot of the police would clear out. But the tracking dot does not weigh much more than a gram. See if you can find something to attach it to that would make it heavier.
Só um minutinho. Tem uma coisa aqui. Uma chave. Poderia ser uma chave.
I can use this.
Soap? That will work. Come, help me open this window.
Alarme! Grande galerie! Toilette, messieurs!
Where's Langdon?
Still in the men's room. He must have broken the window.
I knew it! He is trying to escape.
Quick,
Já
Robert.
tem pão.
Help me get this window open.
Não tem pão ali.
Hurry, Robert.
Isso aqui não dá, não. Quer
Tem
acabar.
olha na janadeira.
Hurry, Robert. Hurry, Robert. Good. Now put the GPS tracking dot inside this soap and throw it out the window.
I think I need something else to complete this.
Get jumped! I'm showing the signal out on Place du Carousel outside the bathroom window, and it is not moving at all. Oh, Dieu! I think Langdon has just committed suicide.
Here's someone coming. Quick, Robert. Hide.
Wait! No, he is moving. Oh my God! He is alive. Langdon is moving. He must be in a car. I think he is in a car. I can't.
Bring my car round. I want to be there when we make the arrest.
Oh, draconian devil. Oh, lame saint. The scrambled Fibonacci sequence is a clue. The numbers are a hint as to how to decipher the rest of the message. He wrote the sequence out of order to tell us to apply the same concept to the text. Oh, draconian devil. Oh, lame saint. Those lines mean nothing. They are simply letters written out of order.
You think this message is an anagram? Like a word jumbled from a newspaper?
Your grandfather's meaning was right in front of us all along, and he left us more than enough clues to see it. Let me see that photo.
Nossa. Rapidinho, então. Meu amor, eu sei. Eu te amo também. Tanto. Vai lá, descansa um pouco. Então, a gente descobrimos uma coisa. A palavras. A gente tem que descobrir a palavra. Ai. Eu não sou bom nisso, jogos detetive, sabe? Vamos ver aqui. Eu não sou bom. Eu não sou bom detetive. Eu acho que é uma coisa esquisita. Danny Murray. Ah, tá. Deixa eu ver. Também te amo, minha vida. Te amo. Vamos lá. TH aqui. Ah, tá. Mona Lisa. Ah, Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Lisa. Tá falando da Mona Lisa. Ah, saquei, pessoal, só saquei. Tá, beleza. Mona Lisa, né? Ah, rapaz, interessante. Ele tá contando a história um pouco da Mona Lisa. Com Mona Lisa. Aqui. Descobrimento.
The Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci. I can't imagine how your grandfather created such intricate anagrams in the minutes before he died.
My grandfather probably created these anagrams long ago. What is important is that he wanted me to see something of the painting.
You're going to the Mona Lisa? Now?
I am not the murder suspect. I'll take my chances. I need to understand what my grandfather was trying to tell me.
What about the embassy?
The signs will lead you to a security turnstile. Mine is the car in the employee lot. Do you know how to get to the embassy? Whatever my grandfather was trying to tell me, I don't think he wanted anyone else to find it. As strange as it may sound, I think he wants me to get to the Mona Lisa before anyone else does.
I'll come.
No. We don't know how long the Grand Gallery will stay empty. You have to go now. I will see you at the embassy, Monsieur Langdon.
Agora é ela, né? A Mona Lisa tá ali no outro lado.
Yes.
Eita, a Mona Lisa tá no outro lado. Vou falar com 4, né?
There is something I need to see in there.
Sorry, Agent Neveu. Our orders are clear. No one is allowed through.
Is there any evidence in there?
Well, not that we know of. Why?
Oh, never mind. Whatever message Grandpère hid in there is probably not visible to the naked eye. Perhaps he used the pen he was holding to write a clue. I need to find the UV light.
Descobri uma coisa. Se os dois guardas estão ali, onde tá a Mona Lisa?
Agent Neveu, it is good to see you outside the cryptology
Mona Lisa
department.
tá aqui.
The door will not open for some reason.
Tá contando a história da Mona Lisa.
Agent Neveu, it is good to see you outside the cryptology department.
Mona Lisa, esquadra, descendentes, Leonardo da Vinci. Acho tá ali do outro lado, são.
If the officer sees me, he will not let me pass. I must sneak by him.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, so I'll tell you. Well, if it's so wrapped up in their
So far, so good. I have to knock out that officer to get to the evidence card. This should be useful.
These things are always
This could be useful to knock someone out.
What's this?
You don't stand a chance!
Você tem que bater o guarda.
I can and will defend myself.
Que isso? Que graça.
Stay right where you are! You're under arrest.
Nossa.
Suspect apprehended.
Vai ser difícil. Tá, eu tenho que ir lá no outro lado, né? E
I guess that is why they call it
ai, 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 ai.
If the officer sees me, he will not let me pass. I must sneak by him.
always striking.
You think language?
I don't know. So I'll pretend it is
So far, so good.
You would think the judicial police could afford better quality equipment.
I have to knock out that officer to get to the evidence card. This should be useful. This could be useful to knock someone out.
Well, that test tube is garbage now. But I guess I will use this one.
Judge this! I got it.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo.
There you are.
Robert, I told you to get out of here. If Vash...
Where were you?
I had to get the black light. If my grandfather left me a message, I thought I told you to leave.
Why did Seigneur write my name on the floor? P.S. Find Robert Langdon. The letters P.S. may mean Princess Sophie, but do they mean anything else to you? Anything at all?
Yes. I saw the initials PS once, when I was very young.
Sophie, this is crucial. Can you tell me if the initials appeared with a symbol? A fleur-de-lis?
How could you possibly know that?
I'm fairly certain your grandfather was a member of a secret society. The fleur-de-lis combined with the initials PS, that is the Brotherhood's official coat of arms. They call themselves the Priory of Sion. The Priory's membership has included some of history's most cultured individuals. Men like Botticelli, Sir Isaac Newton, Victor Hugo, and more importantly, Leonardo da Vinci. The identities of living Priory members are kept extremely secret, but the PS and fleur-de-lis that you saw as a child would make sense if tonight were Priory related.
There is a lot we need to discuss, but I cannot afford to let them capture you, Robert.
Saunier obviously brought us together for a reason. I'm staying until we figure this out.
Fine, then help me. My grandfather wanted us to see this painting for a reason. There must be a message here.
It smells like alcohol. Where have I smelled that before?
Missing something. What is this?
They look like random symbols.
Nothing my grandfather ever did was random.
Now that you mention it, the arrangement of these symbols seems to indicate word groupings.
An encrypted substitution cipher.
Essa parte vai ser difícil, sabe? Vamos ver que precisa. Xingar. Tem que ter, beleza. Tem. Tem. Tem que. P? Acho que eu tô me enganado. P. Tem aqui em cima tem um V, tem que o I, tem um N, não, cara, um N e o C. Beleza. Aqui. Pente, ó, de 20 a letra E. Tem. Pente. Só descobrir uma coisa aqui, pessoal. Eu dei o chat, tá? Pente. Aqui abaixo é H. Tem. Aqui embaixo é um B. Tem. W, W. Cadê, caramba? W, exatamente W. O. S. K. K. Isso aqui é mudo. Ah, tá. Aqui embaixo. É um L. Um R. Ah, tá. Deixa eu ver. Um R.
Bacchus and Uriel? Bacchus is the god of wine, and Uriel is an angel, if I'm not mistaken.
There is a painting of Bacchus in the Grand Gallery, and Uriel is in Da Vinci's Madonna of the Rocks, which should be in there too. Let's go.
Robert Langdon, you are under arrest.
Wait, wait! Robert is innocent. He did not murder Sonier.
Agent Navu, innocent or not, I have direct orders to arrest Robert Langdon on sight.
I'm sorry, but I can't go to jail until I help Sophie find the real murderer.
You are working together?
Robert, look out!
Leave her alone. I'll fight if you have to.
I think it would be best if you would let me go.
Nossa, saco.
Oh! Stand back! I will hurt you!
Get away from him!
Suspect subdued.
Would you read?
Stay right there.
Get away from him!
I think that's enough. Leave her alone.
I can and will defend myself.
You don't want to mess with me.
Leave him alone!
This isn't necessary.
Do
They told me boxing wouldn't be useful in a teaching career.
Vamos correr daqui. Oh, puxa, foi.
Well, I don't see anything special.
Everyone seems to be pointing at
Tá
something
fazendo
now.
dedo assim.
Bacchus points to the right and
Tá
Uriel
fazendo
points to the
assim,
left.
assim,
In between them we have John the Baptist and he's pointing
assim.
up.
Repara, do dedo dela ela tá fazendo assim. Então. Aqui ela não. Então. Uma coisa. Ela tá apontando. Ela tá fazendo assim. Aqui não tem nada. Ela aponta lá em cima. O que ela tá apontando lá em cima?
There's something up there.
Ah, aqui.
On the painting, above John the Baptist.
Give me a boost. Maybe I can reach it.
Mas esse é um anel.
It's Compel's ring.
The fleur-de-lis is a symbol of purity, a common reference to the Virgin Mary. But why hide it in the first place? Why not just keep it on?
He was probably worried the police might take it as evidence.
But why?
He wanted us to find it.
Is there an inscription on the ring? A clue?
No, nothing.
objetivo. Onde é o telefone mesmo? Aqui mesmo? Onde está o corpo? Não, já desenhei.
Sophie Naveau told him about the GPS dot.
What? Why?
Damn good question. I just heard a recording that confirms she tipped him off.
But Captain, then where is Langdon now?
Have any fire alarms gone off there?
No, sir.
Okay, Langdon must still be inside the Grand Gallery.
Inside, but what is he doing?
Are you armed?
Yes, sir.
Then go. I can't get back to the perimeter from...
Tá, deixa eu salvar aqui. É, o telefone vai estar esquisito. Muito esquisito. Salvar aqui. Beleza. Vamos continuar, eu acho.
Hey!
I can and will defend myself.
Ah, filha da... engamada, mano.
You'll feel this in the morning.
Robert, I need your help.
I love you!
Vai ser cruel aqui. Vai ser cruel. Ai, nossa. Se o Tony jogar esse jogo, meu amigo, meu pai, Tony, você tem que jogar um dia esse jogo, cara. Se tá amarrado. Não, se repetimos.
If I had everything I needed, I would be able to complete this. But I do not.
Ah, não, fala sério. Eu não sou bom detetive. Pessoal, eu vou agradecer quem participou aqui. Agradecer o Tony. Só ele, né? Mas tem tanta gente aí. Tá. Eu tô fazendo um pouquinho de live, tá, pessoal? Assim, eu tô cansado. Às vezes eu tô cansado, mas tô fazendo um pouco aí. Moderniza. Mas já lemos, né?
We must have missed something. Let's explore a little more. Maybe there's something we missed. Let's look around.
Ah, eu tenho que ler de novo, fazer de novo. Ai, meu Deus, é... Não. Ah. Ah, tá, beleza. Pessoal, eu agradecer a todo mundo. Obrigado, Tony. Valeu todo mundo. Quem não deixou o like, deixa o like. A gente tá no rumo 400. Me ajude aí. Beleza? Tamo junto. Valeu e fui, pessoal. Tchau. E a outra? Que outra? Não tem de miséria. Outra? Quem é a outra? Tá no ritmo hoje. Ah, eu tô no ritmo da preguiça, né? Sono, cara. Jogando esse jogo. Chegou aí, né? Cansado, miséria. Meu amigo. Cansado. Tem que jogar esses jogos de detetive. Esse aqui de código câmera 20. Eu vou te explicar uma coisa. Tem pouquinho de live aí. Vai ser um pouquinho. Pessoal, quem gosta de jogo detetive, joga esse jogo. Eu duvido que vocês é um detetive. Cara, jogo é esse, é assim, Leonardo, código da Leonardo da Vinci. É do filme, né? Baseado do filme. Aí, ó, esse aqui é baseado do filme. Eu quero ver vocês jogando aí. Ah, esse Leonardo da Vinci é esse aqui, ó. Não é brincadeira. É um jogo baseado no filme. Quem já viu o filme, vê o filme, né? Recomendo ver o filme e também ele jogando esse jogo. Beleza? Valeu, tamo junto. E amanhã tem live, tá? Tamo junto, valeu. Fui. Tchau. E ó, beijo pra vocês. Oi. Tchau, tchau.